Donald Trump went on another wild social media rant bashing Judge Arthur F. Engoron after he was ordered to shell out more than $350 million before interest in his New York civil suit. The embattled businessman was found liable for fraud after misrepresenting the worth of his lavish Mar-a-Lago resort and other assets in financial documents, and has since been unable to secure the funds needed to pay off the pricey settlement. People must continue to speak of and remember that the Engoron number of $450 million for doing absolutely nothing wrong is a big part of the crime being perpetrated against me by crooked Joe Biden and his political hacks and thugs, the ex-prez raged on Truth Social on Monday, March 25. Engoron's fraudulent valuation of Mar-a-Lago for $18 million, when it is worth 50 to 100 times that amount, is another piece of the election interference hoax, he insisted. It's all a giant and totally illegal witch hunt against Biden's political opponent. He also repeated his prior claims that Judge Engoron showing disrespect to the Appellate Division Court by refusing to obey the decision of the Appellate Division relative to the statute of limitations. He should be made to do so, and at the same time, release the gag order, he continued. This is the fifth time in this case that he has been overturned, a record. His credibility, and that of Letitia James, has been shattered. The 77-year-old also claimed this proved that Engoron's ruling was ridiculous and outrageous. I did nothing wrong, and New York should never be put in a position like this again, he said in all caps. Businesses are fleeing, violent crime is flourishing, and it is very important that this be resolved in its totality, as soon as possible. In a final post, he said both Engoron and James should be forced to explain why he ruled that Mar-a-Lago was worth $18 million when, in fact, it is worth from 50 to 100 times that amount. How did the Attorney General of the state of New York force this corrupt judge to do that in order to help her narrative, and why? He concluded. Despite Trump's insistence that James and Engoron were involved in determining the value of his assets, the judge explained he was not a part of that process personally in an October statement. Please, press, stop saying that I valued it at $18 million, he said at the time, noting that the worth had been established by a local Palm Beach County official who said the resort had been assessed as being worth between $18 million and $27 million between the years of 2011 and 2021.